Hey everyone, thank you for joining this LinkedIn Live. We didn't go live last week, but if you're just joining for the first time, this is Mark Michael, CEO, co-founder of DevHub, based here in Seattle, Washington. Today we're going to be talking about the future. All right, in our world, sites are kind of foundational to almost all marketing efforts. That is what people are looking up. That is what SEO is about. That's what paid traffic is being driven toward. Any version of a site, whether it's a landing page, a microsite, a catalog site, a promo page, whatever, it still falls within the basic framework of a site. Obviously, with the world doing what it is around us, what I wanted to share kind of on the record is how we kind of think about the future of sites in terms of marketing and customer experience. So I think most of us, if you've tried any of the VR devices that are out there, even the Google Cardboard thing, the Samsung, whatever their thing is, to me, the Oculus Go by Facebook was pretty damn close because the experience in there is so much different. So let me give you a quick story. So my brother plays Texas Hold'em online via, I believe, Xbox One or 360, whatever the latest one is. And, he has his phone here, he has his controller here, and he has his screen there, and he's got his headphone on or whatever he's doing, and he's talking to people. So that's the experience. 2-3 screens, there's a disconnect. When you do it in the Oculus Go, the experience is you are sitting actually at a poker table, an avatar of yourself, and as you look left and right, you're actually looking left and right. And then when someone tells you, hey, it's your turn, you feel it. Like you feel like it's your turn. You're sitting at the table. Now, again, like a lot of people probably have not really tried VR or have only tried like very weird versions in malls and whatnot. But we at DevHub never wanted to build a technology platform that was static to what's happening today, but also kind of where the future is going. And so in that, we will be showcasing some of our concepts of what the future of websites looks like in the coming weeks. We have just over 154 brands that use DevHub to deploy a lot of websites. And a lot of those the reason why there's a lot of websites, because typically it's around local markets. And we always say that brands, people interact with their local store, not the brand at the national level. And some local stores have certain offerings different from obviously other stores in different geographies. And so when you start to think about like what that experience could look like, now again, like, if you're just trying to look up information about, when a fast food chain is open, do they need a real 3D, or VR experience? Probably not anytime in the short term. But if you think about companies like a Benjamin Moore with paint or any furniture, appliances, or potentially the future of travel, all of those experiences can be put into a VR world that the consumer then really immerses in it. I mean, today we've gotten really close with augmented reality, which is the ability, I take a picture of, my house and I can superimpose the couch there. But again, there's still that disconnect. What does it look like when I'm actually standing in my room and I'm like, oh my God, that's what that thing looks like, or that's what that is. Without getting too crazy, I actually also believe that the future of architecture will fundamentally change with VR as a whole. I actually don't believe rooms, houses with rooms will be kind of the same thing. I think homes will be built with spaces that engage more so with the VR experience. So one of the examples I was talking about over the weekend with somebody was like, imagine if you have a travel space in your house where like the walls themselves can interact with heat and cold and whatnot. And so like you can feel like you are potentially either climbing that mountain or sitting on that beach. Today you'd see it, you'd be like, oh, well, this is nuts. But if you feel it around you, that's where I believe the future is going. And DevHub will have a part in that future. Obviously more on the marketing sense, and I got a little off course with the architectural aspects of this whole thing. But I wanted to put this video out there as an intro because a lot of the content we will produce here in the coming weeks and months and probably years ahead even will be kind of around where we see the future of sites going. Today, obviously, we can do anything that a site can do, and we probably do more than most people can, or most technologies can, when it comes to integrations and whatnot, and flexibility, and of course scale. But where that's headed, in a fully immersive experience, that's what we want to share with you. So I wanted to kind of put this video out there as an intro to that. We're calling it, I think, VR web experience, and kind of how DevHub will play in that world. And we later this week, I believe, we should have mock-ups of kind of where we think that's going. So with that, thank you for joining this LinkedIn Live. Let me go ahead and just share it with... And Cedric, we can make that a blog post too.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's basically it. I mean, let me see. Yeah. Cool. All right, I think I'm good on this one, Cedric. Thank you for teeing it up. Thank you for joining this LinkedIn Live. It's going to get really exciting.